Hi, everybody. Welcome back to HSP TV channel, where we delve into topics that matter most to empathic and highly sensitive people. Today, we're exploring the profound influence of empathy and sensitivity on our worldview, and we also are going to look at how our childhood experiences have shaped our beliefs and our perspectives. Hi. I'm Barbara, and I am excited to dive into this fascinating topic with you. Have you ever wondered how being an empath or a highly sensitive person affects the way that you perceive and interact with the world around you? I have. So let's explore together. Empaths and HSPs have a unique gift, a unique ability to resonate with the emotions and energies of other people. And this extends beyond physical sensations. It also encompasses emotional, mental, and even spiritual dimensions. Think about the last time that you felt deeply connected to somebody else's emotions, or when you found solace in spending time in nature. These experiences highlight the depth of our empathy and sensitivity, enriching our understanding of the world and those around us. The groundwork for our beliefs and our perspectives, the way that we view the world and the things that we believe about the world, are laid in our childhood. And even in happy childhoods, some experiences can still shape the way you look at the world. Of course, when you've had trauma in your childhood, this definitely shapes the way you see the world, but it probably has also triggered some of your survival mechanisms. And they were awesome when they were created. They helped you survive certain things, make it through certain things, and come out on the other side as the beautiful, strong person that you are right now. But there will come a point in your life, and I'm guessing that when you're watching this video, that point has arrived, where this mechanism that helped you survive has now become the thing that keeps you stuck and not having the life you want or reaching for the things you want to have in your life. So let's explore some of the common paradigms, and those are a combination of limiting beliefs and patterns that we create that were formed during our childhood, both the positive and the negative ones. For some, a happy childhood fosters beliefs of love and trust and security. But for others, experiences of trauma or neglect may lead to limiting beliefs such as feeling different or feeling unworthy or feeling unloved, not good enough, not beautiful enough, not slim enough. Traumatic childhood experiences can deeply impact our beliefs and our perspectives, the way we see and experience the world, but also the things that we believe to be true about our world. So I want to go over 5 of the most common paradigms that may emerge. The first one is feeling unworthy or undeserving of love and happiness. This is one I see often with my clients within my practice. And I have gone through feeling this way myself as well. I always thought I wasn't good enough, that there was something wrong with me, that I needed to fix something that was broken, and that until I could figure it out, it was logical that people didn't want me or like me or loved me. Now I know that that's not true. So that's the first paradigm. The second one is believing that vulnerability is a weakness to be avoided at all costs. And this one was one I had instilled upon me, in this case by my mom, and in her case by my grandmother, with the best of intentions when it happened. Right, when I discovered that I am a highly sensitive person and I went to my mom and I told her about it, her response was, "Yes, child, I know, but that's not something to be proud of." And I didn't understand why she would say something like that, because why wouldn't I feel proud of who I am? Why should I feel not proud? And should I then feel ashamed? Or what should I be feeling about myself if not proud? And I now understand that my mother had gotten her belief from my grandmother. And you need to understand that this was right on the heels of the Second World War that was played out and won here in the Netherlands. So my family played a big part in it. The whole of the Netherlands was very much affected by the World War because we actively played a part in the war. And in that period, when you were different from everybody else, when you stood out, when you were a Jew, you were singled out, you were took to concentration camps, and in the end, you were gassed and you were killed. So being different, being other than other people, and being vulnerable in that way was a weakness, because if they found out, you were killed for it. So my grandmother taught my mother that it was better to be just like everybody else and to fit in with the crowd so that you wouldn't stand out, so that the world was safer. And she honestly believed, or that's my belief, that that was really good advice. And um, my grandmother being my mother's mother, my mother believed her like I believed my mother, which is a very normal, logical thing to do. And so this is the second paradigm that comes from a traumatic background and a traumatic childhood, and that's believing that vulnerability is a weakness to be avoided, which it is not. If you are able to be vulnerable, open, and honest, even if that means people can take abuse or hurt you deeply, then that is extremely brave. It's the most brave thing that you can do. Definitely not a weakness. The third paradigm is struggling with trust and forming meaningful connections. And this is a big one for me. I have always been struggling with making friends, really connecting with people. I was always the odd one out, the outsider. I wasn't seeing that this was coming from my childhood. I didn't see my mother having many friends, and my father also not. So I didn't really have an example of what it meant to have lots of friends. I was bullied at school. I was abused when I was at home. So I was never safe. And my strategy, my survival strategy, was to close myself off and to shut myself in. And I was struggling with trust and forming meaningful connections, and it was something I really needed to work on. The fourth paradigm that I want to be sharing with you today is feeling overwhelmed by emotions and sensory stimuli. Especially the emotions thing is a biggie for me. I have found out since I dove into human design and the gene keys that I am actually an emotional authority, which means I'm supposed to have a lot of emotions that are like a big storm and that can overwhelm me. And I am supposed to just let it play out without getting overwhelmed and trusting that it will be okay. But it took me a long time to discover that and to learn that. So the other one is sensory stimuli, and I always thought that that was because I am a highly sensitive person, that I am more open and thus more sensitive to sensory stimuli. And that is true, but it is also because of the way my childhood was. And lastly, it's the fear of abandonment and rejection in relationships. And I think I suffered from that as well, where I just tried to turn myself into someone else because then would keep the person, or they would want to be with me, or would not leave me alone or abandon me again. And I see so many people that come into my practice struggle with these 5 paradigms. So I would love to hear from you. Do you recognize yourself in one of these 5? And how has it played out in your life? And have you already found a way to overcome it? Now, recognizing these paradigms, that is the first step towards healing and growth. And by acknowledging our past experiences, we began to rewrite our stories and to embrace new and empowering beliefs. Overcoming limiting beliefs requires self-reflection and awareness. And by revisiting our childhood experiences and understanding their impact, not to lay blame, but to understand their impact, that is how we can begin to release old patterns and embrace new perspectives. It is essential to create space for self-care and to seek support from trusted friends or professionals. But you must all also remember that healing is a journey, and it's okay to ask for help along the way. And this is exactly why Monday, April 1st, I am starting a new course. It's a beta course, a beta test. It's an 8-week live course called Unlock Your Prosperity. And we are going to go through, for people who know about this stuff, the activation sequence and the pearl sequence. The activation sequence is all about finding your genius. What are you good at? What are your talents? What are your gifts? What are your superpowers? But also, what are the 4 major things that are blocking you from being your authentic, abundant self and having that life of prosperity? So very, very important one. And then we move into the pearl sequence, which is all about tapping into your abundance, unlocking your prosperity, getting clear on your purpose, getting clear on your life's work, on your brand, how you are meant to be manifesting, so that you can start earning money with things that come natural to you, and so be in service of other people, which is what almost all of my clients have wanted to be from the moment they knew what they wanted to be. And so that starts on Monday, April the 1st. And if you would like to know more about it, or if you would like to partake, then send me a message or book a free virtual coffee. The link will be below this page. Or join the solutions community, because all of the courses that I'm creating, and this is the first one of them, will be free to all Solutions for Life and Business community members. And then you'll automatically also get the emails about everything, multiple options. But let's get back to what we were talking about. Let's explore the fascinating intersections of neuroscience, neuroplasticity, and epigenetics next, because these fields shed light on how our brains adapt and change in response to our experiences, including our empathic and sensitive traits. Neuroscience research suggests that empathic people may have heightened activity in brain regions associated with empathy and emotional processing. And this neuroplasticity means that our brains can rewire themselves based on our thoughts, behaviors, and experiences. And what that means is that we don't have to be stuck if we don't want to be stuck. We have the power in our brain. We can rewire our brain to get out of it, to get new thoughts, to acquire new behaviors, and to have new experiences of the variety that we do want to have. So, what does this mean for us as empaths and highly sensitive people? A very good question. It means that we have the power to shape our lives and to rewrite our stories. By fostering positive thoughts, engaging in self-care practices, and seeking support when needed, when we can create a happier, more fulfilling life for ourselves. That is what this new Unlock Your Prosperity course is all about. That starts April 1st on Monday. Remember, and this is very important, your sensitivity is a gift, not a burden. Embrace it, honor it, and use it to bring more love and compassion into the world. Thank you for joining me on this journey of exploration and discovery. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content tailored to empathic and highly sensitive people like you. Until next time. In the meantime, take really good care of yourself and be kind to yourself always. If you need me, book a free virtual coffee chat. If you want to join the course that starts April 1st, either become a member of Solutions and it's complimentary and free to you, or if you want to know more, send me a message, send me an email, book a free virtual coffee. All of the information will be below this video, and let's talk about how you can discover your genius so that you can unlock your prosperity. Have an amazing rest of your day today and talk to you again soon.